Take two. I'm not trying to have the audio did around like it was in the last video. I gotta check this early, bro. Until I know it's actually cool, bro. Let me see. We good. Alright, it sound good. But Steph PG3 here, and I have arrived back into Ace Attorney Trilogy. And it sounded good yesterday, but the whole time I was chatting, it was glitching. And then when I checked the audio, it was clear. And then right after I put my phone down, it was glitching again. So I hope y'all seen my little comment. I pinned it. The audio was cool at a 1 minute and 23 seconds. That's when it was just consistently clear. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I play certain games, I don't know. Twitch on Xbox be jitting around too much, bro. I don't know what be going on with the audio. Really just be choppy. Like, I've been dealing with this for years at this point, honestly. I'm gonna check it one more time before we start. Alright, it's cool, bro. And the bad part is, if the whole video was like that, it would have cooked me because I already saved it. That means I would have had to replay all the way until I got to that part. Would have fried me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But we about to be in this courtroom, man. It's about to be a stressful session. Y'all ready? December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweetie. Bro, Max be cooking me, bro. And yes, I didn't just wake up. I've been up for like an hour. It's 12:04, so this video will be coming out basically after I'm done recording it, because by the time I'm done recording this, it should be 1 o'clock. So you don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Regina? Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina? Look at him. But nigga always change when the shorty's around. Except in this case. How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Look at him, he not sweating or nothing no more. Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? Yeah, cause Mo is as big as I. Of course Mo said it. So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? Oh, buddy will be doing no flying. It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to rise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning, y'all. Yeah, did he say y'all? I just said y'all by default. I just seen the YA. Everyone, let's get ready to get stuck in a legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo? Top of the morning to you, governor. Top of the morning? That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain functions. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Then Regina just gives him some milk. Why is everybody? What's wrong with the milk? Oh my, thanks. Y'all don't know. So how are you today, right? Well, got the feelings that today I'm going to face off against a real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can with other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we'll rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and into the truth. You're right, but it's going to be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Bro, chill. Bro, she's 16 years old. I mean, I guess that's a little up there in age for you to really not be believing in such things. But, hey, her father said it, bro. Let her believe that. Like, December 30th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. There we go. My morale is cut. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Why is she always gripping her sleeve like that? Is she nervous? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma. You may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or should I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to the revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe, bruh. She really just be running Gumshoe like a slave, bruh. What she be doing to him is crazy. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or should I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Look at Acro, man. Look at him with the birds. Name the occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm an employee as an acrobat at the very big circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What I witnessed. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there's very little prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix, right? Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. Alright. So, I'm not gonna lie. The last time we was in the session, you couldn't just press them. So, I don't know if I can do that with Acro. And just keep pressing them. I mean, I guess I should try, right? I'm gonna do it one time. I'm gonna just try it one time. Excuse me. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lounging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Oh, alright. I didn't get penalized for it. Okay, alright. We could just keep pressing it then. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory. Alright, there we go. Maybe it was said just now. I don't know, bro. I just read that and really didn't grasp what I just read. Like, I do that be happening to y'all? Like, I read it, but it's like I read it and like just didn't process it. Like, damn. Am I gonna get penalized for this? Go ahead. Why not? There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Look at. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of contradiction? Do we have any evidence for that? I mean, I don't think we really have evidence for that. I don't think we do. Yeah, I don't think we have evidence for that. It ain't really. This is a waste of time then. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, bro. It gotta be something though. Maybe. I mean, I don't really see. I'm gonna pick that. I don't really see any. This. What in the world is this? Wait. This. What in the world is this? Ow! You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with their usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I would not forgive any more mockery made of this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. Alright, I'm not getting penalized for this. I'm not getting penalized for this. Okay. Wait. Oh, wait. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin and action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as we were there with you that night. I believe it was human. Darn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. I don't think I should have did this. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. We don't got no what you mean. All right, we gonna pick the hat again because I know it's not the hat. So we gonna skip all this. Yeah, I don't think that was a good idea. So we start over. We did that. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony. I've been striking out so far, bro. But I don't know. It has to be the hat. It wouldn't be nothing but the hat. It has to be the hat in one of these situations here. So we gonna try this again, and we gonna pick the hat again. We gonna pick the hat. We gonna pick the hat. It gotta be the hat. Yup. See, I knew y'all heard of it. I knew it. I knew it was the hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene of the crime. You would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only by Maximilian Galactica. Made only for, which means Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order. As always, it looked like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What will cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? I don't think he's the real culprit. But I don't think he was dreaming either. It has to be a grudge. I don't think he's the real culprit. Y'all think Acro really did it? Was it really him? But I'm not gonna. It doesn't seem like he has a grudge against Max, so it really can't be that. Obviously, he wasn't dreaming, so it would have to come down to these two. And he hasn't shown anything to show that he has a grudge against Max. I don't think he's the real culprit, but this seems like a logical, better than this. This seems like it makes more sense than this because it doesn't seem like he has a grudge. So we gonna go with this. We gonna see where this takes us. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion, accuse Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab it at the audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Oh, really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingaling, do you have any response to the defense's accusations? Mr. Dingaling is crazy. I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lounging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things. See, even a silver of a common sense makes it clear that accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Of course he did. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's unnatural for one to consider the possible accomplice. You don't say. I think I got it wrong. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard the sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap, it can be hard to notice. Yeah, I was just a bot. Why did I tap that? It's because I just accused him of murder. If he had an accomplice, he probably wouldn't be the murderer. Mr. Wright, it seems that if you won't be stopping at Acro, but you'll be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who would... Bro, I can't... I'm stuck in this. I'm stuck in this, bro. I'm stuck. I don't know, bro. I walked into a corner, bro. The bad decision. We just failed a little bit. I'm tapping this monkey. I'm tapping this. You don't say. We gotta go through this. Uh-oh. This is something looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get up. What? Oh, did you hear that? Oh, wait. So it has to be somebody. Oh, wait, maybe if they just gave me a run back, maybe I wasn't wrong. Maybe I did pick the right decision. But who would his accomplice be? Mo? Like, it either be Mo. He doesn't like Regina. I can see Trilo. Trilo might actually... Yeah, I could see Trilo doing that. But who would it be? It's obviously not the monkey. Alright, so we summon it down. It's either Mo. Alright, bro. We gonna pick Mo. We gonna pick Mo. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix, right? You know the sound of you receiving a penalty? I'm cool with that. What are you doing, Nick? What do you say? Alright, yeah, so this is obviously the right decision. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. Yeah, that's what happened. What y'all just seen before this, it didn't happen. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick! Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Oh, right! Then let's do it! Mr. Phoenix, right? If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingaling? So he would have to be right here, I'm assuming, because like it would have to be in his room. So yeah, like be in his room. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the laundry house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingaling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he's in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You got a point. It seems you're forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true! Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of the legal buffet. Be careful, Nick, if you mess up here. He's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us of how Mr. Dingaling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Before we present evidence, do we have evidence? What could he have possibly hit? Wait a minute. This is it. It's a taken from the cafeteria before the crime. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Earlier, when I said he had an accomplice, I wasn't thinking. And I'm gonna blame that on that I just woke up an hour ago brain. Because there was no footsteps at the scene of the crime. That means nobody was clearly there. And that's the biggest thing about them saying Max flew away. His footprints would be there before he flew away. So, it would have to be this. If it got taken from the crime, and you know who took it? Because it's shiny. So you know who took it? Where he at? Where that monkey at? This monkey right here took it. Because he liked gathering shiny objects. So yeah, we got that. We got that evidence. We got evidence. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingaling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the items that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Yeah, he not comic collected no more. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. with the force of gravity and Maximilian Galacticus' ample bust. Order! Order! So you're saying the bus fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bus. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Look at his mitt, yeah. Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, you can't run away from things. Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get a proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Fine, Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way for once? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you had any doubt about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems, however. Let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. She just like her pop, bro. She really just like her dad. Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something that size of that, but lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted this kind of force on my lower body. The marks that makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bus on him, don't you think? Yeah, he didn't really say anything. He said a whole lot of nothing. I have no doubts in regards to this witness testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bus and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could have not known the ringmaster's location. That's a lie, because where is that? This letter right here. A simple false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Grr, I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Okay. So obviously, this letter is about to come into the situation here eventually, but we gonna press him because we aren't getting penalized for pressing him, so we're gonna press him. Have you ever lifted up the bus before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands, but I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazy monkey have lifted Mac's bus before? See that? There it go. There it go. Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling. That's how he would have got it. Because money stole it. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the Trampaz or the Wright, bro. You don't say. But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Whoa. How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Still haven't got much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown the bus out of the window. There's how long do you think a recovery would take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. Currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. It's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bus, he would not be able to see out below the window. See, now he's lying. Because he knew. He knew. He knew. It would have to be this. Is this? Oh, it wasn't this. Alright. I did not mean that. Why do you say it was impossible? Allow me to explain. Except that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Plus, there's no way that I would have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, suppose you got a point. Hey, Nick! Huh? If you turn things around, maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bus. It does make sense. If only I could. The Acro knew the location of Ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sophistically. Okay. Nah. Maybe it's this? It doesn't. It says blunt force to the head, so it's clear that it's somebody that half that would have this actually dropped on his head. He gonna try this, bro. I just feel like it's something, right? Acro. Oh, seems like I was right. You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. You silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this, folks. It's at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Benning and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box is already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your testimony makes a lot of sense. The moment the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment the ringmaster lifted up the wooden box. Which means that the answers to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box. There would be no way that the victim I didn't miss all yeah, damn, I can't get my words out. There would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. Order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward! So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to the rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! Ow! 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 The ringmaster couldn't have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box is so specifically made. Specifically made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The size. The box is a remarkable size. Size? Exactly. I think you can tell from the picture that the wooden box is very large. To lift it up, one would have to have been required to squat. Meaning that would have had to been taking it up. Meaning that would have taken it up both arms, right? Moreover, the box is quite heavy. It weighs in the neighborhood of 20 pounds. The box has also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Look at this man with the birds. Bro, you know what? I don't know why. This man remind me of Andrew 16, bro. He just... I love birds. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you have to say. And I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place the wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have had a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bus? The cafeteria. It was in the cafeteria. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the launching house by myself. Ah, that means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? The monkey. Obviously money. Buddy a thief. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yup, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? The monkey, bro. That's the only logical answer. It's money. A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bus? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Yeah, see, yeah, we got him. We got him. Oh. Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bus was bronze, wasn't it bronze? Isn't it all that shiny? Maybe you should put the whip down sometime and read the court record. Those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, I said order. Miss Von Karma, where is the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bus, what would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon.
Wait. Do you mean this bus was a murder weapon purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've made more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright, this argument was so circular, I'm still a little dizzy. However, this argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix, right? And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. But that's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Don't let her beat you now.
I won't. This is my last chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Who was the murderer the clown saw? It would have to be the bus. Because, bro, it would have to be the bus because it would look like he's flying because it's really falling out the sky. But then again, I don't know if I want to get this wrong. That's 3 bars, bro. I don't think I can risk 3 bars. It would have to be that, though. I don't see it being anything else. That's what he would have seen. Bro, I'm taking a risk here, bro. I'm taking a risk. Alright, we gonna pick that, bro. We was right. Alright, bet. He saw Max's Ow. I asked who was the other person most saw on the scene. The evidence has nothing to do with the question. Yeah, I'm not saying that. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Most said he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How was that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bus. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bus. It would be easy to hang one of his cards into the bus hand. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bus? It doesn't matter who put it on the bus. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bus? That question is the utmost important to this case, don't you agree? Though, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bus? Dang, who could have did it? It would have to be Trilo, bro. It's 2 people that don't like Max. It has to be Trilo or Mo. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it was Trilo. There's no way it wasn't him. There could have been nobody else. Unless no way it was Monkey. It was no way. Bro. But they did say he had. No way. Maybe do y'all think he did it? Y'all think Russell did it? I don't know, bro. But then again, it couldn't have been him. And it couldn't have been Mo either. We're out of options here, bro. It wouldn't have been Regina. Obviously, it wouldn't be her. It all focuses on him. Bat is in the hospital. He just upped the question here. It has to be Russell, bro. It has to be. Fool him? You were saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bus? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself!
Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want me to know, what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bus and dangled the bus out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene, of course. At the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Wow. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bus hit the victim. Wow. It landed onto the bus. Wow. Just wait. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This search isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bus on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bus. The impact also caused the sound of a certain witness heard, prompting them to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence, Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bus. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went against pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bus being raised with the cloak dangling on it. He primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bus up, which caused it to look like him flying. Wow, bro, that's crazy. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. Whoa, so you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you.
Acro's been playing mind games with us all.
He sure has, but he has come to the end of his rope now. So? What now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Yo, freaky. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence.
I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method, but there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay, then use that and get out of this jam.
That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the courtroom that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. We haven't used this note yet, bro. It has to be the note. It has to be the note. I don't see, there can't be nothing else but this note, bro. It has to be the note, bro. We gotta go big or go home. It gotta be the note. Gotta be the note. Let's use the note. Is it the note? It's not the note. Yikes, 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 yikes. If Dave had been silent, I would have screamed.
Nick, they said it.
Okay. I'm goofy, bro. The silk hat. Goofy. The problem is Max has 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, the white roses.
Well, these symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings.
Yesterday there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other, but the theory I just presented explains all these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Mac's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust.
Makes sense if you look at it that way.
Then, did he see the silk hat? Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction?
Remember what the ventriloquist said in the court? He said that the witness white roses on Mac's chest that he witnessed white roses on Mac's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that away.
Can you do it, Nick?
Of course I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bus. If the cloak snagged onto the bus, what happened to the white roses? Ah. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bus, it means that the white roses will end up on the back of the bus. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bus.
Woo! Order!
Woo!
This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do it! Do this, Nick! That baby Von Karma will finally throw in the towel!
I hate when she do that, bro. And this man still look... He cooking me.
Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relations, see, there we go. We already know the answer to this. We know his motive. He doesn't like Regina. He doesn't like Regina. This lion bit his brother's head. Regina. And he didn't like how he spoiled. He doesn't like Regina, bro. That's his motive. His hate for Regina. And he wasn't. Oh yeah, I read that. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this will kill the ringmaster. Woo! Bro, we had 58 minutes. It's an hour today, y'all. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now.
What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive, We know his motive, though. It seems that this case isn't over yet.
Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Whoa. I thought that was going to be the end, but I guess it's not going to be an hour long. Alright, y'all, that is the end of the video. And what did I say? As soon as this is done, getting recorded, it's about to get uploaded. It's 1 o'clock. So like, share, subscribe if you're new, turn post notifications on, and until next time, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the video.